Hello and welcome to Group 1's presentation for Strategic HRM. Our case study is Royal Dutch Shell. Royal Dutch Shell is one of the leading organisations in the oil and gas industry today. In 2015 alone, their revenue exceeded $265 billion. With a global workforce of 90,000 people and a presence in 70 countries, the challenge of aligning Shell's HRM and business strategies is of utmost importance to the success of the company. There are many different theories and definitions of what strategy is, but the one we found most relatable to Shell was that of Tyson from 1997, which states that strategy is a description of future-orientated action that is always directed towards change. Shell's personal strategy has three core concepts, according to the website. These are to reinforce their position as a leader in their own industry, to help meet global demand for energy in a responsible way, and to position the company for potential growth opportunities. This forward-looking approach clearly aligns with Tyson's definition.
So, in order to execute the business strategy successfully, HR at Shell has a key role to play. Again, as per the company website, the HR strategy is clearly outlined as it aims to provide support to change management, defining and delivering team programs, leading projects and staff planning, and promoting diversity and inclusiveness. Chief HR Officer Hugh Mitchell mentioned the high levels of human capital management and sees people as an essential asset to delivery of strategy. And this is something that relates directly to the work of Beer al. 1984. Shell also incorporated a best fit perspective as they recognise that the business needs to invest more to the added value agenda as the business is changing and the environment in which they operate is also changing. Global approach is another key element to the HR strategy at Shell in order to gain a competitive advantage, and this has a strong correlation to the work of Grant 1991 in terms of the resources element of formulating a strategy. The global approach also comes into action in the means of the resource-based view theory. Shell demonstrated high involvement and commitment in attracting and retaining its top talent. As Hugh himself says, those who don't buy and fully engage in the business will not survive, as a culture will simply reject them.
The goal of Shell's HRM policy is to identify and develop the best possible talent for the company. As they say themselves, this is to be regardless of gender, ethnicity, or any other differences. Shell believes that the constant relevance to the business can only come through active participation. This falls under Shell's high involvement work practices. The Chief HR Officer Hugh Mitchell sums this up in an interview we found with HR magazine, stating, "If you are hearing about what is discussed after the event, you become a reactive provider. Whereas if you are in the room when the discussion is taking place, you become a proactive adder." Such a large MNC also placed huge importance on diversification. Hugh Mitchell stated that if we recruit someone from China or India who behaves like an Oxford engineer, I am not sure we have what we want. What he means by this is that the amalgamations of various global perspectives are key as to how decisions are made in Shell. Resource-based view theory comes into play as the global approach will necessitate a wide variety of resources. A valuable HR practice used by Shell's managers is what's known as helicopter quality. The idea of the helicopter was introduced to Shell by Professor Van Hen of Utrecht University. The helicopter quality is the ability to look at problems within a broader context by immediately detecting wider relationships within a wider scope.
We see a clear link between the business strategy and the HR strategy. Royal Dutch Shell attributes much of its business success to the HR strategy in terms of employee acquisition, training and development. The vertical fit is achieved by having this clearly defined position, while a horizontal fit or bundling is achieved through use of high performance, high involvement and high commitment systems. Finally, the challenge facing Shell going forward is to balance their desire to become a more simple, focused organisation with their global growth ambitions. Thank you.